Well, now we're 15 minutes late. Welcome to my 41st. Welcome to my 41st Horror Show Entertainment Watches video. Today I'm watching Rambo with obscure media.
I'm obscure media. With bags of Reese's.
Talking like you're drunk, like that. I'm obscure.
I didn't drink anything. I was gonna say something else to start the show off, something from Rambo 3, but I forgot what I was gonna say, so I'm not as funny tonight.
Are you tired?
I'm not really tired. I had some sugary drinks, and now I'm like, whoa! And now I'm like, fuck them.
Before we start, when I posted the live stream on my Horror Show Entertainment fan page, Patrick Coffey, the garbage can film man, commented. He said the first act of that one had an 80s jungle horror vibe to it. It sort of reminded me of Cannibal Holocaust, but then it turned into a Rambo movie and had me asleep by the third act.
Well, Rambo 3 started off as a vacation demo on DVD and then became a Rambo movie. So I can see how they
come visit this foreign country.
Come play football.
Come visit this. With a severed head.
I know that scene was short, but I'm never going to get over it. I'm sorry.
We gave so much meaning behind it, and you still give it trouble.
I do enjoy the film now. Thank you, everybody.
Gunshot Durham is here. He says, hey.
Hello, Gunshot. Thanks for joining us once again.
Yeah, I think last time I called him Durham. It's Durham.
Durham. That's like something I would mess up. Come on, Brian.
Yeah, I am ashamed.
You must be lying about that.
You're lying.
Oswald, he's a piece of shit.
Speaking of I am currently uploading my review for Your Hunter from the Future. I love how in my review I say, Your Hunter from the Future, and they cut to my name is I come from the high mountains.
Sounds like what I would do. I'm going to have to stop the live stream halfway, though, so I can watch the video when it's done uploading. You looked so upset when I said I have to stop the live stream halfway through. You were like,
what is this?
I got to watch that Your review from Horror Show Entertainment.
Who's he?
Review Tech USA is also live. He's one of my favorite YouTubers. Sorry, I gotta go. I'm gonna watch Review Tech live instead.
Oh, holy shit. I put my Facebook fan page in there. It has this long-ass URL. Like, I don't think that's the right one.
Your long URL. Your URL from the future.
You're the touch of fire. Your ass for breeze desire.
Your ass is for breeze and fire.
I said he's stupid and smells of ass. Yours world.
What was I gonna say? I think it's funny they call it Hunter from the Future because that kind of defeats the twist.
Yeah, that's why I say in the review, I'm like, it's oh my god, I point to the post, I'm like, the plot, and then it shows the poster. I'm like, see what I tell you?
Because like that is an interesting idea. Like you think it's a almost like a Conan era or dinosaur era barbarian movie, but then you realize because gradually you see more technology, and then he discovers what's actually happening. I think that would have been like a decent idea, but the film had to call itself Hunter from the Future, and then all of its posters had to show fucking UFOs.
Yeah. It's the final episode of My Surviving Summer. Name is still surviving right now. Goddamn.
Sorry about this bag of Reese's, everybody. Boys got to eat.
There's a line in a movie where in Deep Rising, they're like, he's like, I'm hungry. And he's like, you're always hungry. He's like, so I'm still a growing boy. He's like, you're still growing? He's a massive dude.
He hasn't stopped, apparently.
Never. Never. Oh, I forgot I have a thumbnail for it. It's just me kind of looking concerned at the poster.
Really?
It's so funny.
Concerning.
Oh my god. It's concerning. It's death.
Death.
Death. I was making a sandwich.
I was making a sandwich with chocolate ice cream before I saluted that kid on the street.
Fuck yeah.
Our next series should either be Jingle All the Way or Kindergarten Cop.
But Jingle All the Way has 2 movies and only the first one's worth watching.
What do you mean? The second one's so good that I had to watch only a half hour before I tuned out.
Doesn't that have like Larry the Cable Guy in it or something?
Instead of Arnie, yeah. I'm like, why the fuck did you even bother calling it that?
You should have been like, what's his catchphrase? Oh, get her jingle all the way down. I don't know.
Pretty much. You know, I have a funny story. Jingle All the Way is my favorite Christmas movie, ironically. So when they announced the sequel, I was like, okay, I have to buy this and embarrass myself in front of everyone else by being the only human being who bought that movie. I bought it, never opened it up. I still have never opened it since I bought it, and it came out in like 2014. I lost the copy of the film, and I don't know where it is. So it's sitting somewhere in my house, unopened, unwatched, crying.
Jingle All the Way 1 or 2?
2. Because I pre-ordered that shit on Amazon when they announced it. I was like, okay, they're doing a sequel to this movie. That's like too good for me to believe.
Have you seen it yet?
No. Well, I've seen like 45 minutes of it, and it was so fucking horrendous.
Kind of like Kindergarten Cop 2?
I haven't seen that, but they kind of gave me the same vibe when Kindergarten Cop 2 was announced. So I was like, okay, this is the same thing, except they actually have a good actor.
Well, I mean, to be fair, Kindergarten Cop 2 has an actual wrestler in it, like Arnie.
Yeah, exactly. So it makes more sense.
Not just some fat redneck.
Yeah, like, where's the connection there for Jingle All the Way?
Well, it's the Miami connection.
Oh. He wasn't a governor, though.
No, he was more of a...
But yeah.
Have you ever heard of Miami Connection?
Yeah, I have.
It's hilarious. It's bad.
Speaking of hilarious, I am begging you, I'll pay you money. Can we do a commentary on Jingle All the Way this December?
Nope.
I'm begging
We can do one on Silent Night, Deadly Night.
Oh, God. When you put your head up, I could tell you were looking at your pristine copy on the shelf.
Of Jingle All the Way. Just
it's the best fucking Schwarzenegger movie.
Oh, by the way, I sent you the thumbnail that I have for your.
Oh, I always close Facebook to make the stream go a little smoother, so I'll go back to Facebook.
It's just the best. I look at it like I'm like, what did you do?
I love that. Poor Yor. Poor Yor. You're just criticizing him so much.
Oh, I gave it a good rating. Leave it alone.
I would give it a good rating too. I almost died.
It's genuinely trying, but it still is a terrible movie.
I'll never ever in my life forget the gym scene ever.
Oh, the trapeze artist scene with the old.
Yeah, that was the fucking pterodactyl too.
I like how he shoots it in one shot and it kills it, and then it's like it's stiffened carcass and rigor mortis. It's like, what the fuck? He's like, I have an idea. Yo's world is.
Pretty much, he has the biggest balls in the universe.
Yeah.
So I'm actually wondering what the book's like. I wonder if those scenes are in the book and if they're described.
Oh, I tried to find the book. I tried to find the book for you. I can't find it anywhere.
It was released. I assume it was released only in Italy or something, or like in Europe rather.
I think it was a comic strip, from what I researched, like in a newspaper.
Strip.
Yeah,
that would make sense. That genre was popular at the time because of things like Conan. You'd have like barbarians set in the far past with some sci-fi elements. Not that Conan sci-fi. It's definitely not, but you know.
So when Yor jumps off the pterodactyl, you know what he screams?
What?
It'll wee.
Wee.
Get it, Italy, but it'll wee. Uh,
Brian, I looked it up. He is a comic character.
okay.
For some reason, I thought they were novels because I think the movie said books. It didn't say comic strip or anything.
I sent you the
Published.
review.
Oh, I will.
Oh,
Published in the Italian magazine Lancia Story.
yeah! Valencia bullshit.
Pretty much.
I loved how in like the trailer for Rambo 3, it's like, who is this John Rambo? They never had that.
Who is
this
John Rambo?
Rambo. And then it's like, who do you think this man is? God? But in the movie, it's like, who do you think this man is? God.
God would have mercy.
He won't.
So I'll say one more thing about Yor.
Yeah.
At least they got a blonde guy to play him because he's blonde in the source material.
I actually watched a lot of the commentary with Red Brown himself.
I wanted to listen to that too. I mean, I do have the copy that you gave me, so.
It's not actually his hair, it's a wig. Just a helmet hair wig.
Okay. It did look really fake in the movie. I hope you're upset.
No, I didn't say I hope you're upset.
Days of darkness.
Oh my god.
One day we should do a commentary on surviving summer.
Turns it up.
Obviously. I hope I didn't make everyone's ears bleed with that.
No, I can barely hear it. I can hear it a little bit, but
the surviving summer intro, I love all the posters.
yeah. I'm trying to find a song to use for the next one.
I'll help you out. I know a lot of good soundtracks.
I just did the line where I'm like, I am Yor. I come from the high mountains.
I come from the high mountains.
I love that he's not lying because the whole opening credits is him trying to climb over mountains and shit.
Literally. It's like he was just born that second and he starts going.
Yeah, he was crapped out of an eagle's ass. His hair did not finish forming, so now it looks like a helmet.
Too bad Stallone never played a barbarian.
Oh my god. Oh, I have this movie called Iron Master. It's so awesome. Actually, I might change that out for a different movie in the list for Surviving Summer 2, because Iron Master, it's a prehistoric movie, so I don't know if it would count, but fuck it.
Do Vampire Hunter D. That's post-apocalyptic.
Silence, you fool.
Never. You gotta watch some good animation.
Iron Master is now replacing Raiders of the Sun.
Fucking A. Iron Master sounds like a more generic yet cooler title.
It's like a prehistoric movie where they invent the first sword.
Oh, that's actually an interesting concept for...
It's like a stone sword, so...
Yeah. Better than Zelda 1 where you get George Eastman?
Yeah, it has George Eastman in it.
Fucking A.
I love George Eastman. He's like that one guy who's in like a whole bunch of movies, and you recognize him from the first time you see him. Then every time you see him after, you're like, "Hey, it's George Eastman."
Oh, Eastman? I thought you said Weastman.
Change it from he, she, Wumbo to Dumbo.
SpongeBob movie for Surviving Summer Part 2.
Put the scallop.
That's not what I said, you barnacle head. I just remembered we're doing a Rambo commentary, and we're talking about fucking SpongeBob and Yor.
We haven't even started the movie yet.
Nope.
Life goes on, and so does your opinion. I don't know.
Your life goes on despite watching this shit film from Italy.
Italy makes the best movies. What are you talking about?
They didn't make Riccio.
This is true.
The Chinese made Riccio.
I think Japanese films are better than Chinese most of the time.
Like the thing for me is, yeah, like I don't watch much Chinese media because I don't know how to get some of it. Like it's very niche. But then when something Chinese does come out, I usually enjoy it, like Riccio. I mean, Riccio is based on a Japanese manga, but it's a Hong Kong film.
Whatever happened to the days where you could walk into Walmart and pick up Tokyo Gore Police? Like, those days are gone.
Right? Oh my god. I saw a movie from the same director as Tokyo Gore Police. It was Robo
Machine.
Geisha.
I thought it was Machine Girl or whatever they call
That
it.
movie is so fucking horrid. Don't watch Robo Geisha.
Robo
It's like,
Geisha.
yeah, it's not even funny. Like, it's a boring movie. So
It's
like the stupid
Your-
entertaining stuff that you watch it for isn't there enough. It's just boring as shit.
You should go up to the movie and be like, "You're a bore to me."
That's what I said. I didn't even know what your was back then. I saw it back in high school and I was really disappointed because this is gonna make me sound weird, but how over the top this film is. There are robot like geisha women with swords coming out of their butts, and they start sword fighting by wagging their asses around. But like, the movie isn't funny though; it's just boring. Like, even after what I just said, that should be so funny in the movie, but it's not funny.
You know, I still haven't made any thumbnails for these Rambo movie watches. I need to do that.
I can help you out with that.
Yeah, better. Just go.
Yeah, buddy. I'll put Stallone sword butt fighting one of those geishas.
I feel like this will be the longest live stream out of any of these ones, but it's the shortest Rambo movie.
Well, yeah, we got to keep the time going because of how short this fucking film is.
Yeah, it's 91 minutes and 27 or 29 seconds, depending on which copy you have.
True dat. I'm 2 seconds behind, so we'll have even more time trouble. Hoo, hoo, hoo,
hoo. I
This
can't believe
whole-
they make.
What?
Have you started the movie yet?
I've inserted it, yeah.
Okay,
That's what I
say.
said to my girlfriend. That's what I said to my girlfriend last night.
I heard that Death Kiss is coming out soon.
We should do a comment. Depends. I feel like some movies are better when you just watch them rather than doing like a show on them.
Well, we could watch it first and then do a commentary.
And then do a commentary.
Yeah.
I'd like that. We'll count it as part of our Death Wish series. Kind of like Kevin Bacon's movie. Not Tremors, obviously.
Not Tremors.
Death Sentence. I forgot the name of Death Sentence.
Yeah, Death Sentence.
This whole intro makes me, like, it reignites my idea that we should do a movie podcast.
Wait, what intro?
Like this that we're talking before the film. We just went on a big tangent.
I was like, why did you start the movie already?
I didn't start it yet, but whenever you're ready, I am.
All right, let's start it. Do you have your finger on the play button all itchy?
I'm ready to click that mouse.
The story of Ichio.
Ichio. That'll be our parody.
All right, so 3, 2, 1, go.
Go. So I'm gonna buy you a copy of Riccio so we can do a commentary on it, even though you're reviewing it next year.
Yeah, let me see how much it is on Amazon right now. Actually, it's probably worth
it. Should be cheap. The Blu-ray I have is out of print, but you should be able to find a copy really cheap, whether it be Blu-ray or DVD, because it has a lot of different prints out there.
Yeah. I love how it's on Amazon Prime, but nowhere else.
Oh God, Weinstein Company. That brings some bad
juju to my channel.
Yeah. That's going to be awkward every time.
Yeah, it is.
This is such an old school logo. Holy crap, Millennium Films.
Oh, yeah. They have the Blu-ray for like $18.
They have what?
The Blu-ray for Story of Ricky for $18. Then they have
I would recommend it.
And they have one from the UK that's like $8.
Well, you do have a region-free player, so.
Yeah, but not from my computer.
Oh, yeah. That is a thing. Unless you hack your external drive, you have to...
Shh, we're live.
Hi, guys.
I didn't do anything.
There's some nasty footage, though.
Oh, yeah. I forgot the actual footage. Like, why would they put that in here?
Yeah. Well, because the movie's trying to set a message.
Still. I mean, you go to a theater, you buy popcorn and soda. Well, I mean, you guys buy soda. I don't. But
You just dump your popcorn on the floor and say, "Well, I'm not eating this anymore."
yeah,
Yeah, they got
fuck
some
my
nasty
life.
footage in this movie.
Yeah.
I see what Gunshot was saying about it being kind of like Cannibal Holocaust.
No, it was Patrick who said that. Patrick,
Patrick said that. Sorry,
garbage can. Jesus,
sorry
man.
guys. I can't eat my Reese's anymore. This is very 80s opening.
Really, it looks like it's from the 2000s.
It is.
I know this is an extended cut, but I don't know. I can't find it. Let's see.
Can you believe this film's 10 years old?
Oh shit, that's true.
Yeah, 2018.
When was it released? In September or earlier?
2000. Probably around the holidays, yeah.
Yeah. Christmas time. Christmas movie, everyone.
True that. Christmas movie where a bunch of children are getting murdered.
Holy shit, this was a January movie.
This was January, really.
Yeah, that's usually the notorious dump month for movies.
Yeah, right.
Like studios that don't have faith in a project, they put it out in January.
Uh-huh. Well, you could say they probably didn't have faith in this because of how fucking violent and the opening footage itself alone, like you were saying, people have snacks and shit. How are they going to react now? And then this
like
scene
that,
too.
Like that. Like, I just saw something horrible.
Yeah, and then this scene too. This is so fucking cruel.
Yeah. And they didn't do anything wrong, too.
They didn't do anything.
They didn't do it. Just shut
the
up.
only reason I made that joke was because you didn't realize what you were saying. I'll try not to say the joke for every minute of this film.
I like how it cuts from the bad guy to the title card of Rambo. Like, is he Rambo?
Right.
I like how they have the main theme, though.
Right.
They could have just let it go.
Fucking
but
incredible.
You can't let go of that long road when you're on your own.
It's a long road, and it's hard as balls.
As hard as me. Would you recommend Itchy the Killer? I think someone told me it was crappy. I wasn't sure if it was zero.
I hate that. Graham McTavish is in this movie. I didn't know Graham McTavish was in this movie.
Who's Graham McTavish?
He voiced Trevor Belmont, my man, in Castlevania.
My man.
Yeah. Ichi the Killer is one of the most disappointing movies I've ever watched.
Then I won't get it, okay?
Sorry, I wasn't trying to be intense, but
I hate it.
I hated that movie. I don't recommend it.
Oh, dude, they're releasing Django, the old ones on Blu-ray from Arrow Video.
Ooh, fuck yeah.
Django, Texas Adios Western double feature.
Yeah, oh, I just want to comment. Stallone's looking good for 102 in this film.
That's all?
That's all I want to say.
I like the one title for this. Django Prepares a Coffin.
That is an amazing fucking title. Holy crap. It's like, what if the entire movie was just him setting up a coffin?
It would still be badass because it's Franco Nero.
Right.
Actually, that's not Franco Nero. Shit.
So Rambo's pretty good helping people get their snakes and fish.
Yeah, he's a good guy. What are you gonna say about him?
So like
the music was done by Brian Tyler.
Oh.
I think he did a Friday the 13th remake, like really? Platinum doing remakes and stuff.
Yeah. So
I could look.
Is he still living where he was in part 3?
Maybe. I really don't know.
They never really say it. I mean, he's still obviously somewhere in Asia.
I don't know. I'll look at
I imagine he would. I imagine he would go back and live there, despite Troutman saying, "You gotta be okay with the fact that you're a fucking killer."
I don't want to be okay because I didn't do anything.
I never want to kill people again.
Oh, okay, now I know. Brian Tyler did the music for Final Destination 4 and 5. Final Destination 5's music is freaking amazing.
Oh, yeah?
Like the intro music and all that shit.
What? I think he did a good job capturing the old movies soundtrack feel.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Jerry Goldsmith's field, but I was having a brain fart. Oh, he's in. All right, he's still. It is Thailand. He was in Thailand in 3, so he's still living in Thailand, doing like the same thing, roughly, just not fighting with sticks.
Sticks and stones may break his bones, but he'll still
Yeah,
kick your ass.
yeah, pretty much.
That's so
So,
racist.
right.
But
So,
they have. Sorry, go ahead.
Even if you ignore the dark footage at the beginning, the tone of this movie is already way, way different right off the bat with all this. Because 3 started off kind of cheesy, like, I'm going to fight him with sticks. This is just like there's something kind of, I don't know. This isn't really something you imagine someone doing in real life, getting snakes for little snake, whatever these are called things. But here he is doing it in another part of the world. I hate this guy.
Which one?
I hate
the guy who's like the preacher, the head preacher.
Yeah, I fucking hate him.
I hate him, but I like his arc that he has.
Yeah, he has a good story arc. I agree with that, but he's such a fucking dick. He's like, "You saved our lives. I'm going to tell the police."
I feel like he disagrees with him killing people. It's like, why? You'd be dead right now.
You'd be dead. Well, John basically says that. He's like, "You'd be dead and she'd be raped like 10 times across the world." And he's right, you know?
Yeah, she would never be heard from again.
Yeah, they'd all be killed. Like, all the men would just be killed, and then the women be raped and shit.
Well, they wouldn't. I'm just kidding. Colorado.
This is also very naive of them. They keep saying, like, we know it's dangerous, but we're going to go in there and help everybody. And
oh, by the way, Bearded Slasher series says, which Rambo are you guys watching? Where he takes the retreat group and they goes back for them?
Yeah, we're watching that one.
Yeah, the newest one from 2008. That's kind of hard to say. Like, it's the newest one from when? 2008.
Yeah, well, soon Sly is working out for 5, so
yeah, I think I saw a poster or something of it.
Yeah, I'm glad they didn't go ahead with that Bigfoot movie.
Oh my god, they were not, were they?
Yeah, you were the one who told me about it, right? Like they had a script planned where he was going to go hunt Bigfoot on the Mexican border.
What? No.
Look that shit up because it was actually something that was being considered. Like they actually wrote a rough draft for that movie.
Why?
Where Rambo was helping. He was helping like a merc group. I mean, I could down like a Bigfoot like monster.
If they made it and didn't call it Rambo, I'd be okay with it.
Yeah, but that type of film reminds me of a Freddy versus Jason type movie or a Alien versus Predator type movie where it's almost like kind of a spin-off of the series, even though it does take place in the timeline in a way, you know what I mean? But it just seems kind of spin-off-y, like, oh, let's make a dumb fun movie with this character that everyone loves. Like, imagine them making a goofy Bigfoot hunting movie after this.
I can't.
Like, even this scene where he's just telling her to go home, like, that's so serious. Like, that scene alone is so much more serious than the last 2 movies.
Yeah, he was like, if you go in there, you're probably going to die. I can't save you.
Probably.
It's like the one time where he admits he can't save everyone in this situation.
Oh, yeah.
If it comes to be. Like, there's so many people out there.
Right?
That just want to kill.
Oh, yeah. And, like, I do really, really, like, legitimately do love this film.
Yeah.
Like, I agree. It's maybe, like... I would give it, like... Well, we're not done with the film yet. I'll save that for later. But, I said this before on the other ones. It's the only one that feels like a sequel to First Blood. Because the other ones, like 2 and 3, they followed the story of First Blood, sure, but the tone was so different. Like, even going to this doesn't seem like a sequel to 2 or 3, and 2 or 3 don't seem like sequels to First Blood.
Yeah. Sorry,
that's why I appreciate. Sorry, what?
I mean, I heard what you said. I'm just trying to type at the same time.
Yeah. Like I also said this during the First Blood video, I believe. You could watch First Blood and then watch this, and you'd be good. You don't need to watch 2 or 3.
Yeah.
I would recommend them though. They're both fun films. But like this one actually takes its subject matter seriously.
Yeah. Like, unlike the last one where it's like, we'll be tie a rope around your neck and throw you down a cave.
Pretty much. It's like 2 and 3 bring up issues that are worth discussing, but the films don't take themselves seriously, so the message might get kind of lost.
Muddled, yeah.
You know?
E.
He's fucking building his propeller.
I'm gonna drive myself out of here.
I know how to make a boat.
But I didn't do anything.
I know how to make boats.
Next
I'm
time
an
I get in
Italian
trouble,
stallion.
next time I get in trouble, I should be like, but I didn't do anything.
You should. So you're at the part where she's in his boat.
Yeah.
Good, me too.
I'm waiting
Waiting for you.
Oh, not like that. All right, that'd be funny. Waiting for you. Oh, but I didn't do anything.
We need to help these people.
I mean, it's kind of like nature. You can't really save it. It has to go on, and it will go on without you, with your interference or not. You know.
Yeah, exactly. That's like a good point this film brings up, or like a good subject.
James Mock's trailers series says, sup.
Hey, man, watch the darkest Rambo movie with us.
It's like the darkest chapter in the Rambo franchise.
That's what it should have been called, Rambo, the darkest chapter in the Rambo franchise.
I thought it was.
I do think it's pretty foolish of John to actually agree to bring them. Because he knows what it's like, and he keeps telling them no, but then he lets her convince them.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you can't blame him, now that you know what he's been through, bitch. But it could waste you and everyone else in your party's life.
Yeah.
I do think Sly is a pretty good director.
Yeah, I'm surprised he directed this too.
Yeah, like it's not really an outstanding looking film, but it gets the job done. You know, I feel like he's more of like one of those workhorse directors who kind of just gets it done.
I think that I think that if this film wasn't like shot the way, like colorized the way it was, it'd be a lot different movie. A majorly
I
different
agree with
movie.
that. Yeah,
Like, it's got this grime look to it.
I guess that matches. But that's some pretty weak writing right there, where she gets up and he's like, "What are you doing?" And she's like, "I'm gonna go talk to him." And then he's like, "You're just," I think he wants his privacy. It's like, "You're shouting across the boat. He can hear you." They should have had them like whisper it to each other.
You know, no, it should have been like, Rambo, are you okay? Yeah. Can you hear me? No. What do you mean? I'm deaf.
No, I'm from Arizona.
I'm not good at like
Deaf.
death wish. Yeah, I'm deaf. Don't you mean deaf? No, deaf.
Deaf.
Are you answering me? What?
Back home for him. Police hated him.
Everyone hates him except for like Troutman.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Huh? I do like her dynamic though, where she's like curious about him and trying to figure him out.
Yeah, but she's being too pushy.
She is being pushy, yeah.
Like,
Like I don't
okay,
know. I think it's an interesting dynamic.
it's like I'm taking you out here. What more do you want from me?
Pretty much. But she's just wondering why he has such a cold demeanor and why he like, you know.
Yeah, I get it. But Burmese pirates.
I would be so scared. Like just going around a river in a jungle at night would terrify the shit out of me.
Even if it wasn't like a heavily
Oh yeah.
army based area.
Especially when we see another fucking boat coming.
Yeah. If you didn't have Rambo, you'd be dead.
That's what he tells them, and he's still mad.
Yeah. What are you? Dead.
Again, I hate the fucking almost bald guy. I hate him.
He's pretty much bald entirely. But yeah.
I'm just gonna say almost bald because he has a bit of hair. That's his name. That's his name from now on. Is almost bald. I hate him so much.
I mean, he does. It's not his fault. He doesn't get it. He doesn't.
No. Okay, okay. No, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
No, it's his fault entirely. Yeah.
More like I hate how
arrogant.
The only reason I hate him is because he says he's gonna like tell the police or National Guard or whatever that he did this.
Like, bitch, he's helping you.
Yeah, like that's why I hate him. Like I'm not saying it's his fault that they got caught. I'm just saying he's a fucking piece of shit.
Yeah, and if he wasn't so arrogant, probably a lot of these people would still be alive.
Yeah.
But like, this is pre-Expendables, so he's just pistol like he does in the Expendables. So like, that's so awesome.
Yeah, and he still gives a really good performance as John A.
John A. Just see.
Even still, I think it's super foolish of him to bring them when he knows all of this.
I mean, like, even if she never left him alone for years, I still wouldn't bring him.
Yeah.
Like, she was trying to be super morally sound with him, and it's like, oh, boy.
Yeah.
I hate these kind of people.
Right?
Like, bring her here. Like, no.
Absolutely not. A woman.
I know you will. Bring her here.
Yo, shut up.
She looks scared. Like, what you would think she would just want to go back after this.
Yeah, but no. This part is really tense, though.
Yeah. If it wasn't for him.
Especially when he starts shooting.
It fucking screams no. Really?
Yeah.
Well, like, these people need to be educated and saved.
Right. Alright, this is a scene where I hate Baldy. No, don't kill the guy who was gonna rape my wife and kill the rest of us.
I don't think it's his wife, though, to be honest. Like,
yeah.
We seem like they're devoted Christians or Catholics or whatever.
I love this scene. No, we're not going back.
Jesus Christ.
Because I'm a bitch. Let it go. Let it go.
I love that you're not going to change anything. Shit, touches
Sorry,
arm.
audience. I don't have a pop filter. Sorry.
That's hilarious. Like is that supposed to mean something when she touches his arm?
Yeah. I hate how she's like, people are being killed like this every day. It almost says that she's not grateful that he saved their fucking lives.
Yeah. It was kind of also saying like, no, people are not killed like that. They're killed much worse and tortured.
Yeah.
Like,
Why
isn't there a
is
part?
he still bringing them? He is being a fool.
Yeah, and I don't get. I mean, I get like he's trying to just do what they said. Well, he should have shot the lights though, because then they would come and be like, "Why is the boat still there?" But
Yeah. I guess she was the one saying like there has to be something you care about. There has to be like you must care for people still somehow, and he's like trying to like find that in himself, so he's still bringing them.
because he say like, "Fuck them."
He'd be like, fuck him.
Fuck them. But like this is like the only Rambo movie to bring religion into the topic.
Yeah, true.
I just don't think it fits. Like, I get it. They do it to tell the story, but they didn't have to be religious, you know.
It's more because of the like the people helping. It's more like because that's what they are, you know.
I mean, it's making them look like they're the people they're trying to keep other people safe from, you know. Like
Yeah.
they're doing a lot of this shit because of what they believe in and stuff.
I know I'm sorry, that just pisses me off so much.
What?
The part where he goes like, I have to report this. I know what you think. I know you think what you did was right, but taking a life is never right, especially if it's ours.
The bald guy?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm a little bit ahead of you then, because she just gave him the necklace.
Oh, okay. I'm about to watch that part. I'm fast forwarding a little bit.
No. I just paused.
No,
it.
don't worry about pausing.
All right. Well, she's walking up the bridge right now, the little tiny bridge.
Yeah. The fast forwarding is really smooth, so it's not like I'll fall behind after. Yep, I'm at the same part as you now. That's like a little callback to his Vietnamese girlfriend from part 2, giving him a pendant.
Oh, with the necklace, yeah.
Yeah. Do they go really deep into religion in this? Because if they do, I don't recall.
Oh no, they kind of drop it once they all start getting blown the fuck up.
Yeah, true. That scene kind of had an impact on me as a kid because he's like one of the guys. He's
Yeah,
like just running with trying to save 2 kids that he's running with in his arms, and they still get blown up. And I was like, oh.
Yeah, and like if the film was shot like this, more bright colors would have been totally different.
I agree with that, yeah. I do really love this scene though. Where he just like fucking lights the boat on fire.
Well, it makes sense.
Oh yeah, I know why he's doing it. I'm just saying like I do love this scene.
No, I know. I'm just saying like it makes sense in the context that if he didn't do that, then they'd be fucked. Mm-hmm. Also, I don't get this. So it took him like a day to get there.
And now it took him like 2 minutes.
No. It took the church people like a day and a half to get there. And when the team goes, then isn't it like a half a day they get there?
Not sure.
Maybe because they know they can walk in terrain better like that. But
maybe. I like how they made the bodies look pretty decomposed. Not decomposed, but like they made the bodies pale and shit.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I hate that bald guy so much. I'm sorry. I hate people like that.
Yeah, a lot of religious people are like
killing.
that.
Sure, as wrong as killing is, when you're saving someone else's life, I say it's very justified.
Yeah, it's kind of like scratch your back. You scratch my back, I scratch yours, kind of thing.
Yeah, and it's like, what would happen if they did get murdered and she was raped and shit? Would they be mad at John for not protecting them, or would they like?
They probably would. They're judgmental as hell.
Or
I'll just say the religion as a whole, but like these people.
Yeah, right. I feel like they would have been like, you know the river better than anyone else. Why didn't you dodge those dangerous pirates?
Exactly. They always got to find someone to blame.
Or something. So who's that guy in the boat? Because another guy in a boat drove by. Who was that?
I think it was just the guy who was out fishing with in the beginning.
Probably. I love how he's just okay with Rambo just blowing up a random boat that he knows nothing about.
I love how they have a dentist a part of this team. Like, what's that going to do?
Oh, a lot of kids out there, I bet they have really bad dental, and adults too, because I mean they don't have toothbrushes or running water or anything,
Right,
unfortunately.
but like once they leave, their teeth are going to go back to the way they were. And I hate this part, like where they're forcing their religion. Like, oh, we're helping you, so that means
Yeah.
the religion's okay to force on you.
I see what you're talking about now. I did forget about this part. I do completely disagree with that. That's like brainwashing and fucking saying like,
Yeah,
"Oh, my way is right."
yeah.
It goes back.
They're acting
Sorry.
like if they do this for them, then they have to pay back by becoming Christian or Catholic or whatever.
Yeah,
It's not.
exactly. It's indoctrination. Like, we'll save you, people, and while we save you, we're gonna teach you our ways. So hopefully, you'll, like you said, kind of give up their lives in return.
Yeah, but
I think
well,
it's.
actually, I think I'll be quiet for this part because I think it's coming up soon where the explosion
Oh yeah,
happens.
yeah. This scene's about to get really. This shit's about to get
Fucked up,
really,
yeah.
really bad. Yeah.
Like I feel bad for the church people, some of them, but like mostly just the villagers.
I don't feel bad for the bald guy. He can go like
No,
die super slowly. I hate him.
too bad he doesn't. But he does
Yeah.
kill somebody, so
Right. So about the religion stuff, there's the explosion. This is so fucking intense. What happens?
I like how the camera's shaky, but it's not shaky where it's invisible.
Yes, they did shaky cam
Oh
right.
damn! That guy just got obliterated.
Yeah. God damn.
Makes you wonder how they did some of this.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the impact sound effects are nasty. Sounds all wet and
Aren't
shit.
they? Yeah.
Oh, this is the guy who was trying to save him. The two kids. And the kid gets freaking shot dead.
Right. This is the one. The dentist guy's running with two of them. They still get shot up.
Yeah.
Um.
How long were they there for? A week.
Pretty much.
They just got. Yeah, like I like how you see these people. They don't look like people who'd be blown to bits. Like it's that kind of like they're dressed nice compared to everyone else. They're more civilized, and then they get all chopped up like everyone else. It's like,
Oh yeah. The fucking guy loses his legs. That's fucking crazy.
oh
But like doing
damn,
a
this part
scene.
throwing the kid in the
Yeah.
fire.
Yeah.
Dude,
Like,
if this doesn't give you PTSD instantly, I don't know what will.
yeah. Like, what was I gonna say?
They run into the minefield.
Doing a scene like this well is extremely hard, and they did it well because
They
if you
didn't
don't
hold
do it
back.
right, yeah, if you don't do it right, it'll feel like exploitation cinema. But when you do it right and it is impactful and emotional, then it actually says its message. Like it's telling you what's happening across the world.
Yeah, it's not sugarcoating it or anything.
Yeah, like it's not violence for the fun of it, like 2 and 3 were. It's like showing you how fucking horrendous this stuff is. And you definitely like feel it. It doesn't, like I said, it doesn't feel like exploitation cinema. It like actually does feel fucking like kind of hits you a bit.
Sure. And things are still going on like this today.
Oh yeah. It's fucking crazy.
Probably worse in situations that are not as bad. Like for reasons that aren't as bad or important, I should say.
Right?
Like they're doing it for what they believe and not for an actual reason.
Yes. Even in the
And this is
interviews. Sorry, what?
And this, at least, the bad guys are doing it for a reason because they're country.
Yeah.
But like people, if someone doesn't share the same opinion as you, all out war, it's like what? That's an opinion. You can't change someone's mind. You can't change someone's mind by killing them. They're dead. They're not gonna have that opinion anymore.
It pisses me off so fucking bad. Like religion has. I'm not judging religious people. I'm not saying bad things about religious people who are like normal, but religion has led to so much violence, pain, agony, and useless death throughout
Oh wait, here's the part where
human
they have the
existence.
flashback with him
Yeah,
killing himself. It's like
yeah.
why?
I was always so interested at that choice that they chose that scene as one of the flashbacks.
Mm. I think maybe it's just because it's part of a dream slash nightmare.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. That was that one shot
Yeah.
where Troutman killed him. Yeah,
That's why I can see
like
it as a sorry, what?
not like oh on purpose either. It's more like he held the gun. Wait, I forgot how exactly it ended. Then he like pulled the gun and then Rambo had him shoot him. But like Rambo pulled
Yeah.
the trigger or something.
What I remember, um, I do like this. I know it's like it seems like a weird thing for me to like the film for, but I like this guy's performance. Like they didn't get like in part 2 and in 3, it's Troutman being like, go on the secret mission for us. But this, it's just a church
Some
guy who
yeah.
wants his people back because they went missing. And he's asking a guy who brought them there to get them. You know, he's not asking Rambo to like you know, I have weird thoughts about movies, but like he
Really
just seems like a real guy.
Yeah, you know what really pisses me off is that they're sending Rambo with a military group who are going to kill people. Yet the same reason, but they're sending.
Yes,
but they went there and they don't want anyone to die. I don't get it.
I was gonna bring that up too. I was gonna bring up how hypocritical that is, and I know it was the
Like,
church
okay,
head
wait.
here. I know it
Yeah.
was his choice to hire them and not Baldy's choice, but you're right. They're so anti-violence and crap, but then they go back on their word.
Yeah, but like if it was just the villagers that they were trying to save, they wouldn't send it. But when they're in trouble,
Mm-hmm.
they send the people that can kill the people who did this.
Oh yeah, it's fucking crazy.
It's like not right all around, except for like the only
Nope.
centerpiece, and that's Rambo.
I think that's part of like, I think that's another thing the film's saying very subtly.
Yeah, like they don't tell you, they don't like why are they sending us out here when they wouldn't want anyone to be killed. They never say that.
Yeah, like I think it's almost like sure they can preach their message all day that they want. I'm talking about the church people in this movie. They can preach their message as much as they want. They can talk about how anti-violence they are, but when shit gets real, they kind of know they have to go to drastic measures to save lives. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but shit was real in the first place.
Yeah, and they ignored it. Like they got mad at John for protecting them, but now it's like,
Yeah,
I like how he's fucking making a machete though. That's fucking amazing.
sure.
I will say I do some of the
Marines.
I do really like the mercs in this movie.
The mercs, yeah. Yeah,
I
like
think they're all pretty fun.
Yeah, there's only two of them that kind of look similar. All the rest are kind of distinguishable. Isn't one of them played by like a Liam Hemsworth or something? Oh no, that's in Expendables 2. I'm sorry. I think.
You're right. I do recognize him in Expendables.
No, he was in Expendables 2, but not this one.
Oh.
I hate this British guy. I mean, like he's a good fighter and everything, but he's a dick to everybody. He totally underestimates.
Better.
Yeah, but he totally underestimates Rambo the very first time he meets him.
That's something I like in this movie though, because they're all like thinking he can't do anything because he's old. They think all he is a boat driver, but he like is the biggest ass kicker of all of them in the end. Like I like how they just gradually discover how good he is at combat and shit.
I love how they're saying this, but he has bigger muscles than any of them.
Yep. And he's way older than them too.
He's got more fighting experience.
Yep. Graham McTavish, thank you for voicing Trevor Belmont and doing a very good job. Amazing job, I'll say, actually.
Yeah. See, that's why Well, I can't say that's why I'm an atheist because there's multiple reasons why I'm an atheist, but like,
Right.
just it's pretty factual in this movie.
Oh yeah, that's one thing I like about it. Like we were saying about the hypocrisy of the church in the movie, like you said, factual. I
Yeah,
think it
but
goes with that.
if like if you showed a Christian this movie and told them why it's wrong, or you showed them a Catholic, you know what they would say?
They would say what?
God works in mysterious ways.
I was actually going to say that, but I didn't know if you'd say I was wrong.
No, it's what they say. Or they say it's his God will or something.
Well,
Which
remember
I don't.
God has mercy. Rambo doesn't.
Yeah, I don't want to get too deep into religion and try to piss people off, but it's not for
Yeah.
me.
Rambo works in mysterious ways.
Yeah, there you go. That's nasty. Throwing leftovers on him. That's like the least nastiest thing they could do to them, but still.
Yeah.
I hate them. They're making like new soldiers out of people they were killing their families of.
Right?
And they have no choice but to kill the people who are trying to help them and shit, you know?
It's fucking awful. But like this goes to show how fucking sick people can be. Because like these
sorry, go ahead.
the evil Burma fighter people who are doing all this shit. When you're in a group and you have this power up among other people who are so helpless compared to you, people will start to act like bullies, but they'll do way more disgusting, drastic shit like these guys do.
Oh, when they're in a group, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, they'll do it for fun. Like you see how they just torture the people in this movie just for fun.
It's one thing doing something sick and disturbing. It's another thing to enjoy it.
Oh yeah, because like at the end of the day, like what they're doing is so bad, but it's the same as bullying. You know, you have like power over someone who's helpless, and you kind of like
but
shit on their life.
Yeah, but bullies usually don't enjoy it. Like when they're in high school, they're usually doing it for a reason, like an abusive parent or something.
Yeah,
like
some of them do enjoy it though.
Yeah, but most of them are taking out their anger, you know.
Or yeah, I guess bully was the wrong word. I guess people
Maybe
being
like,
shitheads in general, and they enjoy being shitheads in school. Like, you know, when they laugh at somebody for something stupid.
Yeah,
I guess what I'm saying is
like
people are fucking disgusting, and the kind of group think mentality, and when you have other people and you have power over them and they're so helpless, you'll do nasty shit to them potentially.
Yeah, there should be a different term for humans that's not hive mind, but more like group mind. Like they all think
group
the same.
think is the best thing to say, I think.
Yeah, it's like a certain group of people that will think alike, and that's why they're together.
Yeah, I think I'm thinking too deep into it, but like,
well,
those people.
This is a movie that you need to think deep about. You know, it's not like. And
it's kind of like First Blood. It gets you thinking.
Yeah, it's like the message is deeper than the movie itself.
Yeah.
I love it. I've seen it all before. We haven't seen shit like this.
Yep.
Why is he on him? I don't get it. He's driving to their destination. He hasn't said a single fucking word to him. That is a bully.
Some people are just shitheads. I agree, that is like a bully. He's just a shithead, that's why.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I was saying, the Burmese or the Burma fighters, they have the power over the weak people, and they're being abusive to them and being fucking nasty, disgusting shitheads to them, just having fun torturing them like a sport. They call him a schoolboy. Sniper school.
The worst part about it is that it happens most in certain areas, but now it seems to be spreading worldwide. It's like I would say bullying pretty much was really big, mostly in like the southern states.
I can agree with that. Like, look at the 60s and everything.
Yeah, or the foreign, like China or Japan, because but like even then, there's so many people in there, like you don't know why they would pick out one person to bully. But now it seems like to be spreading everywhere at the same level.
Yeah,
like it's not, and it is, because like when people are bullied, they're not bullied lightly anymore. Like it's gotten so much worse. But most people don't bully people anymore because of how PC everything is.
Yeah, people have something to worry about with social media now.
Yeah, basically what I'm trying to say is that if you're bullied, that you're really bullied, and if you're not, it's because of a PC reason.
I can see that.
There's like not really that middle ground anymore where you're kind of bullied, kind of not. It's like
Mhm.
you're all in or you're all out.
I agree with that. I never really thought of that, but it is pretty true.
I've thought about it before, but now that I think about this movie, like the time this was made was it's only 10 years old, but it's still so much different than it is now. Because if you made a movie like
Mhm.
this today, it wouldn't be put in theaters.
No, I agree with that. Like the subject matter alone, it wouldn't be in theaters. Like even without the violence and everything.
Mm. That's why I like films like Olympus Has Fallen and London Has Fallen, because Olympus Has Fallen is about a terrorist attack on the White House, for Christ's sake.
Right. Yeah.
That was made like 5 years after this, and then
Mhm.
London Has Fallen as an attack on the presidents of the world,
Yeah.
and now they're making another one called Angel Has Fallen about a plane attack or something like that.
Hmm.
So it's massively changing. Like also, we were my I think me and my mom were talking about this the other day. But like if you went to a movie theater in 2004 or a concert or something, and they would always check everyone's bag,
Mhm.
but now they don't. But you can tell how much people are loosening up, which you should
Right.
never do. Because then when something like that happens again, it gets way more blown than the last time.
Mhm.
Blown out of control.
Right.
It's it's like it's like the phrase you're getting caught with your pants down. You can't let your guard up, you know. But at the same time, you got to know where you stand.
Right. You can't just assume about people, but unfortunately,
Well,
we all do.
and also, it's like a big wraparound to this movie. You got to know where you stand. If you're a person who doesn't live in this area, or are trying to help people from this area, and you can't, then don't do it.
Yeah. Like that's what I meant about them being naive.
Yeah, they're like they're trying to do something that they have no control over, and that's A. And then B, they don't even live in this area, so they have no idea what it's really like. Like they haven't
Oh
seen the
yeah.
shit that they do.
It's like you ever sign up for a class that people say is hard, and you're like, "I'll study for it. I'll do good in this class," and you don't do good in the class, and it's way more stressful for you than you thought it would be.
Even though you did everything that you said you were going to do,
Yep. Or you
it
just
just
realize that you were wrong about saying all of that because now you actually see what shit's like. That's what the church going to Burma in this movie reminds me of.
yeah,
Because they're like,
but
oh, like people will tell them how hard it is, and they're like, oh, we know it's hard. We'll go anyway to help them. And then they're like, oh shit, we shouldn't have done this.
but that also brings up another point: is that that's all about mental capacity of what you can and can't learn. You know,
Uh
so
huh.
if you're low mental capacity and you're trying to run a country, you're gonna try to make other people just like you, in your opinion. But if you have I think if you have a more mental capacity to learn things, you'll be more open minded,
True.
and then you'll let people do what they want. Not like illegal shit, but
Hmm.
like just live the way they want to live.
Exactly. Like if you look at people who try to force their beliefs on other people, they are kind of dumbasses. They,
Yeah,
like you said, God, like I'm not calling religious people dumbasses. I'm not saying that at all, everybody. I'm just saying stuff like saying the Lord works in mysterious ways. That's just an excuse because you can't explain that
yeah,
there's no proof.
yeah.
Or you can't explain why something's happening.
Mysterious might as well be magical. You know?
Yep. Exactly. Or story time.
Yeah, but
What's a twist?
um, yeah, like you talk to a Christian person, and they're all super nice and happy and shit
Mm-hmm.
because they have nothing to worry about because well, they say it's because their God is watching them always. But the reason they're
Yeah.
saying that for real is because they have an excuse, a scapegoat for everything.
Mm-hmm.
So any problem that happens, they can say that and they're all good. So they have no problems.
Yep. Like, oh, I like forgive me, Father, for I have sinned.
Yeah, they have multiple scapegoats actually.
It's
Although,
like nobody should mind someone else being religious, but
no,
at
I
the
don't
same
mind.
time,
Right.
I'm
I
I'm
don't.
not saying I'm not saying you do. I'm just saying
No,
in
I know.
general, people shouldn't. But that's what people are like. They want to force themselves on other people in terms of like their psychology and their beliefs, and
Right.
it
Like
doesn't work. It never works.
let's look at it like this. I know a lot about horror movies,
Yeah,
and I will teach people what they want to know. But if they don't want to know something, then I'm not going to tell them about it.
yeah.
I'll
Like
talk to them about it,
if you can tell they're getting bored at you describing it, you'll stop telling them.
or I'll change the subject to something else that's not horror related.
Yeah, exactly.
Instead, they stick on that topic until it's beaten into your head, and you can't think of anything about anything else but that.
Or like this is actually an example from my life. If there's a video game that you love but your friends don't love, yet you force them to play it or watch you play it, they're not going to enjoy it because they have to. They feel it's an obligation.
Kind of like
And you're not trying anything new. You're not taking their intellectual
yeah, and
thoughts.
to go a little bit higher on that. If someone's playing a video game and you're just watching, it's kind of the same thing as them being the puppeteer and you're the puppet. They have you at their leisure.
Hmm. Never really thought of that.
Not saying that's like that's not like a video game scenario or a reason. It's just like it's not like a reason not to like video games. It's an example that you can do several things with. Like it can be other things besides video games. Like let's say you're walking the dog, but you're not letting the other person walk the dog.
Yeah, or you're listening to music and you're not letting them change the radio.
Right. It can be anything, not just video games.
Oh yeah.
Damn.
Or even religion for that matter. It applies to everything. It's not just about religion or just about like the examples we gave. It's about everything.
Yeah, because religion ties to everything, and so does everything else. It's just
Yeah, it just depends on the subject matter.
Yeah, or what you're talking about.
Yeah, for real. Arrows.
Who are you, Boatman? It's. Are you at the part where they're all holding guns against Rambo because he's pointing the arrow at the bald guy?
I'm at the part where he's shooting them with arrows.
All right, I'll pause it for probably about.
Right through the eyes. And he blew up. Like, something I enjoy, even though this movie's super dark and serious, it has Rambo moments like that.
Yeah. Tell me when he's pointing it right at the bald guy.
They're gonna come out and our asses down. These guys don't show up. Going back to the boat.
Just let me know when he's pointing the arrow at his face.
He's at his head, yeah.
Okay. Like, I hate talking about stuff like that, but like it needs to be discussed on some things,
Sometimes, yeah, and I don't know if we did a good job discussing it.
I think we did. I think this is the perfect movie to do it with too.
Yeah, because this movie kind of brings those topics up subtly.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't... That's what I appreciate about this film so much, for one thing. It doesn't shove... Outside of showing you the violence of what's happening... Actually, no, I take that back, because that's what's actually happening in the film. Forget that part that I was talking about. Let me restart. All of this movie's messages are subtle. It doesn't shove them in your face. It doesn't say, oh, we're going to fucking... what topics this movie discusses. It doesn't shove them in your face. It is part... Sorry for the pop filter, guys. It's part of the story, and you're just following it and thinking of it yourself. The film isn't telling you how to think. That kind of goes back to our other topic. Again, like, I'll bring up Jack Reacher again like I did last time. He wants to protect the girl, so he tells her to stay in the hotel room while he goes spying, and she goes, oh, you're just saying that because I'm a woman. It's like, shut the fuck up. This film is not about feminist propaganda.
Yeah.
The character wasn't saying you should stay there because he's a sexist pig. He's trying to protect you. And the writers thinking they're telling a message by having a scene like that in their movie, they're so wrong, because it's just going to annoy people who are trying to enjoy the story. Then they're taken out of the film's story because politics are being brought into it unnecessarily. When you're writing a message in a movie, it has to be done very well, very balanced. It has to be part of the story. You can't pause the story so drastically to tell your
Yeah,
ideals.
and the problem with that is that uh, some people will find it annoying, others will find it like, oh yeah, she's right.
Yeah, but the funny thing is, like, even if you watch the movie, you'll like know how stupid that line is because that's not even remotely why. Because she kicks serious ass with him against certain guards before that scene in the film. So why would he think you're weak because you're a woman if you were fighting alongside him earlier in the movie? The character wouldn't think you're weak.
Yeah, there's a difference between having a gun and not having a gun or a weapon.
Yeah.
Like if you don't have a weapon and you're a woman or a man, you should stay behind unless you have like expert fighting skills on hand-to-hand combat. But if you have
Yeah.
a weapon, then you should go in with them.
Exactly.
Unless the situation only requires one person.
Yeah, and in the film's context, it did require one person. It's just the writers forcing politics into a movie that doesn't need politics, and it's like, just
There's
stop. It's like
there's
every movie now too.
yeah, there's a scenario I like better than that that's so similar where they're
Yeah,
like where it's the person's like, I have to do this, and they're like, no, don't, because they don't want them to sacrifice themselves because they love them or
yeah,
whatever. That's like
uh,
understandable, but if they're doing it because they want to help fight and they can't, that's like, it's like, why would you do that?
yeah. I could see that. I guess you
Like
could
I
equate that.
like in the
Actually, no,
situation
my example's bad.
like in the situations that like they're telling them not to go, it's like understandable because they're worried, and like instead of being pissed because they're not allowed to come with
Yeah,
them.
exactly. He was trying to protect her in the movie, and it has nothing to do with her being a chick.
No, and then a lot of the times they only do this because they're sacrificing themselves for possible death or not death.
Yeah,
So if she came along, she'd be dead.
most likely. That is a good film, though. I do recommend it. Both
Just that
Jack
one
Reacher
part.
movies. Yeah, that one part's annoying, but it doesn't ruin the film. But yeah,
Like,
both Jack Reacher movies are very good.
and then you got the dumb characters. I'll point up Six-Headed Shark Attack, just because
Yeah.
it has a good example. There's a part in the movie where this married couple, they finally make up with their differences, and then the shark comes at them,
Uh
and the guy's trying to push her away, but she won't
huh.
move because she still loves him. So that
Uh,
makes sense because she's underneath the system. It's annoying, but it makes sense because like, why would you want to leave
yeah.
them? You know,
Right. Oh, that's nasty. The fucking like
pig eating them.
pig eating the guy. Yeah, that's nasty.
Like a lot of people wouldn't think that pigs do that, but they do. No matter
Oh
what
yeah,
size they're vicious little fuckers.
true.
The wars and stuff, not like regular pigs.
Yeah, they do more than just roll around and shit.
Sure. I hate this guy right here. He looks like such a dick. The guy who's smoking the cigarette and just throws it at the girl. He's like, "Yeah, I did that."
Right. Oh, I feel so fucking bad.
Yeah, for those women, yeah. I like how they didn't shoot each other.
Yeah.
Like it's some a lot of the times in horror movies they'll accidentally shoot somebody because they're not experienced.
Right. Uh.
Like when you think this film can't get any worse,
Right.
in the content department they have a fucking gang rape on the poor woman.
Yep.
It's
That's
coming
what
up,
this film does.
yeah. But it's not like impossible, and it's really has happened.
Oh yeah.
Not like this, like where there could be saved, but like there's no saving them.
Yeah. And the film's not forcing a message onto you. It's actually part of the
Show,
story.
yeah, and it's showing you. It's not telling you.
Yeah. Like
Oh
one
yeah,
film.
and
Sorry,
also
what?
sorry, and also one other thing is
Yeah.
that the main general guy is a pedophile. I don't know if you
Right.
caught that. That's messed up.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Like he has,
And again, like he has that power. He doesn't really give a fuck. It's a different part of the world where he has this power. He can do what he wants, especially
like
as the leader of all these people.
and like I am absolutely not saying that I agree with what he's doing, but it makes sense because he's so empowered that he has to take someone advantage of someone so weak
Oh yeah, exactly.
and defenseless.
It's
You
like
know,
It's like
It's
a
horrible.
psychological thing.
Yeah, it's horrible, but it makes sense.
Yeah. You know what makes me fucking sick now? Some people who like defend pedophiles nowadays. You know what I'm talking about.
The
Like on
only the only
Facebook
context
and
that
shit.
sorry, the only context I ever have defended, not the pedophile, but the director was a pedophile, but I defended the movie, not the director.
That is the thing. Like you have to try to separate the art from the artist.
Yeah, the way I separate it is I say that the director is not the only one who worked on that movie. Not,
Exactly. Yeah.
and not everyone in that film was a pedophile.
Yeah.
So
It's like, are you never gonna watch a Kevin Spacey movie ever again after what he admitted to doing? You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like even this, it was a Weinstein production, and we like cringed when we saw that. But is it keeping us from watching the film? No.
no, we're still watching it.
We don't think any worse of the film because it was produced under Weinstein's company,
Yeah, and
as
plus,
abhorrent as that man was.
and like the guy I was talking about was Victor Salva. He shot a film about
Yeah.
with three kids in it that's about a killer clowns, and then he had sex with one of the little kids in the movie.
Shit, that's fucking nasty as hell.
But he's still making movies because he didn't get a life sentence.
I see.
But I saw Jeepers Creepers when I was a kid, and I had no idea that he directed that.
Yeah. I
Or
guess
what?
the way I kind of feel about it, I wouldn't want to support somebody after knowing that, but if it's a movie that was already made, I kind of feel, you know.
Well, I mean,
But
I
even
would.
then, I would still, like, if it was a new movie or anything, I would still judge it as a movie before I judge it as who worked on it. Like you said, he's not the
Right.
only one who worked on it.
Yeah, like um. So he made a new one, Jeepers Creepers 3, and I still watched it. I still bought it because he would not. He's not the only one who's going to get the money from it. You know,
Oh yeah,
the first
everybody's
people
gonna
that
get compensated in some way.
yeah, and for in fact, the first people that would be the studio,
Yeah, true.
not him. And then I think it's everyone else, then the director, or it's the director, then everyone else.
Right. I mean, I do get it from people who say they can't separate the art. I do
Yeah,
get it. Like, it's almost like having an impression of somebody. It's like when you know someone did something, then you like don't want to associate with them, or like it distracts you when you're watching the film. I can understand that too.
yeah, but this is what really pissed me off was that some people are like, "Oh, fuck Victor Salva," but I like Jeepers Creepers 1 and 2, but I'm not going to ever watch one of his films again. How does that make sense? That means you would never support Jeepers Creepers 1 and 2 anymore. You can't have the best of both worlds with that topic.
Nope, you're right about that.
Like I'll stick to liking Jeepers Creepers 1 and 2, but um,
Yeah,
I'll never watch any of his movies again. Like if you're watching the first two, you might as well
yeah,
watch the rest if you want to watch Jeepers Creepers 3.
yeah. Or even Kevin Spacey again. As much as he's a fucking disgusting piece of shit for what he did, I'm not gonna lie and say he didn't give good performances because of what he did. You know what I mean?
Right. I think the problem is, and I could be entirely wrong, but it could be appearance too. Like if you have
Appearance, like
like if you have a pedophile that's let's say a handsome guy, then
you
more
feel
people
like people wouldn't care as much.
right. But Victor Salva is a fat slob,
I see.
so that's
You're actually right about that to an extent because
it pits a disgusting picture of the director. Like imagine some flat slob fucking a kid.
I
That's
do
a
have an
mess.
image in my head. Yeah.
Yeah, but then if you see someone handsome, doing that, it's not as bad, but it's still a horrible, horrible thing.
Oh yeah, that is so true. Especially nowadays, people.
Damn, the throat rip scene in this.
Yeah. This one throat rip scene makes me fucking cringe. Again, it's well done because you actually feel it. You know.
Yeah, I mean, like that's I hate to
Oh.
say this during the live stream, but I'm going to because I feel
Yeah.
it's true.
Go ahead.
Um, I think a lot more people like other channels over mine because I'm an overweight guy and not that attractive compared to other people. And then I see these people who are handsome or skinny, and they have way more subs a lot faster than me. You know?
You're not wrong about that. I
No,
mean,
I know.
look at
Yeah,
Boogie2988. He's actually larger than yourself, and he has like millions of subs.
right. But
I
like,
mean, the content you talk about too is pretty niche, you know what I mean? But not that I'm disagreeing with you because it's true. Like, I would say, especially with female YouTubers, I feel like a lot of more attractive, like what is perceived as attractive women get more views than what is perceived as an unattractive woman on YouTube.
yeah, but also, oh damn, that sniper shot was impressive.
I do love the
Um,
sniper shots in this movie.
the there's one horror movie YouTuber. I like his content. I don't hate his content. I don't hate the person either. His name is
Yeah.
Dead Meat.
Uh huh.
He does kill count videos. He has over 1 million subs.
Oh yeah.
But I'm not saying that I'm gay, but he is a very handsome guy.
Yeah. It shouldn't. No one should say you are. I mean, it's something you're admitting. You know.
Right. Like I'm not gonna say he's like an ugly bastard because it's not true. But
Yeah.
like if he wasn't, would he have that many subs?
Yeah, I know what you mean. It is true. Like having that face for television, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that does ring true, which is unfortunate.
Why do you think all the news anchors and stuff are attractive?
Oh yeah. No, you're right about that.
Like
And
when
there are
people say,
some that do and there are some cases where it like is defied. Like I said, like Boogie2988, he still has millions of views. Like Amazing Atheist still has millions of views because he has the personality too, you know what I mean? And the
yeah,
topics they talk about too. The topics they talk about, they
are
work with the
popular.
YouTube algorithm now. Like they talk about social
Yeah,
issues, video
because
game news and stuff.
sorry, but like
Oh no, no, I was done.
if I had reviewed all the mainstream horror movies like I did when I first started, if I reviewed them now, I'd be a lot bigger.
Oh yeah, and
Because I
it's
already
cool
blew
that
my
it's
I already
cool that
blew
you
my
don't.
chances with that.
Yeah, because you. I was gonna say I do respect that because you know what you want to do on your channel and you're doing it and you're not kind of bowing down to like popular
Yeah,
topics.
I don't do it for the subs, and I sometimes I don't even do it for the fans. I do it for myself, but I still care about my fans that do care.
Yeah, like you said, a community.
Yeah, well, I mean the community is kind of fluctuating, but still, I'm not gonna get into that because we're live.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
I'm only gonna go so far in this. Like I can't. I'm definitely not gonna start naming people either. Like that'll start shit.
Yeah, for sure.
But it's just it's everyone's so bitter lately, you know.
In general, yeah.
Like if you want, I'll give some advice to anyone who wants to do a horror movie YouTube channel now.
Mm,
Start doing some not underrated, but like not like kind of like say the slasher genre. Do the Burning and Sleepaway Camp, the more not mainstream ones.
yeah.
And then when you notice that you're getting popular or any amount of subs, then going for the Halloween's, Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Streets, and uh and then make sure they're really good reviews. Like as best
Yeah.
as you can, to the best as what you can, then people will definitely watch. But also pay attention to the horror media. Because if you did Halloween a year ago, no one would really care. But now that they're coming out with the new one,
Oh yeah, for sure. If
everyone
you get
like
the right topic at the right time.
there's one channel, or no, there's several channels actually that are doing nothing but Halloween, and they're getting 10,000 subs, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Right?
Like, and I don't. I'm gonna say it right now, I'm not the hugest fan of Halloween, and like so.
Yeah. Well, you don't
But
have to be, you know.
no, I know, but like I still enjoy. I love them, but they're not my favorites.
Hmm.
Um, but if I were to like say, I'm not saying this is what I think, but like say I gave Halloween. Actually, this is a good example. There's a YouTuber who gave Halloween a 2 out of 5, the first one,
Yeah. Uh huh.
and no one really hated it for him. They hated him for it. He got like a lot of dislikes and likes. But if
But
someone
some
like
people
me,
did dislike him for his opinion.
let's say like out of 12 people that could have liked it, just like so let's say 2 of them did. But but there's like hundreds of people that liked and disliked. So I'm just breaking it down to a smaller ratio. But if I were to do that, people would try to change my opinion. But since he's a bigger YouTube name, they're probably afraid to talk to him about that because then there's always those kind of big YouTubers that go after the smaller channels,
Exactly. I
and they'll be
completely
like,
agree with that.
and they'll be like, um, oh, so this person tried to change my opinion. You should unsubscribe from him because he'll probably do that to you. Like that's what they would do. Not all
Yeah.
of them, but like there are some people like that who would gladly take down another channel.
Oh yeah. It's
I've noticed.
unfortunate, but it's true.
I've noticed that one of my channels, a horror show host, has been attacked.
Oh really?
Like every other video I upload has been hit by age restrictions,
Yep.
even when the video isn't that violent.
That's what YouTube does. They just blacklist channels. They're
Well,
garbage.
yeah, but I don't think it's YouTube because there's other channels just like mine that aren't getting hit like that.
YouTube is messed though. Like you can look up videos and shit about it. It's bad. Like they don't want people like you or I making videos. They want people like fucking
CNN or something.
CNN, Logan Paul making the videos, and that's just so backwards of them.
Yeah, I mean what was I gonna say? Oh, when I made Sci-Fi Creatures music video, I was the first one to do that,
Yeah.
and now people are copying my idea without even asking me. Which I've commented on almost all of them, telling them like you're such an. I don't say like I don't bully them about it,
Yeah,
but
you're
I
not
say,
an
oh,
asshole.
I like say this isn't even that well edited, and you didn't ask me in the first place. You know,
Mm-hmm.
that's why I'm giving you these comments. Like,
Yeah.
there's reason behind it. I'm not just trolling. But I feel that some of them who have made Cyber Creatures music video want my channel to disappear so they can take credit for being first because those dates that I had uploaded will no longer exist.
That's weird.
But because then I can't comment saying I was the first one, you know.
True.
So what I'm thinking I'm gonna do is take pictures of the dates on the videos.
You always
that way,
could. Yeah.
So that way, if I upload it again, I can just put that very first thing, like I uploaded this on this date, and here's the proof. And
I see.
I've actually I watched a video of one of their Cyber Creatures music video, and it was very violent. Had all the violent scenes and gory scenes, and I won't say who, but I had actually age restricted them because I was so pissed. You know what happened?
What?
Nothing.
Seriously?
Yeah, they didn't get hit.
Of course. YouTube is very selective with what the algorithm and AI chooses.
Yeah, but like I wouldn't have done it, but like I was pissed because all my videos were getting hit, and I'm like, why are these people who stole my idea for one and are getting more views than the videos I made or did? Like let's say I did a Cyber Creatures music video, it gets like 10,000 views.
Mm-hmm.
In like let's say 5 months, and then someone does another one, it's crappy. Like I'm saying, the editing's crappy and everything. Like I can tell that like they didn't really put much effort into it.
Right.
In 5 months, they'll have 1 million views,
which is very unfortunate.
Yeah, like I put effort into my show. I have the equipment and software to do it, and they don't, and they still get more than I do, and they take credit and shit. Fucking, one of them said, "Oh, I took this idea." No, I didn't take this idea. He said, I noticed that one of my channel's videos was taken down, so he made a redo without asking me. Like, why would you do that?
Yeah, because he's a dumbass.
Well, he didn't take my video exactly. He made his own, but he literally said because my video was taken down, so he decided to make his own.
Yeah,
like you can't do that. It's not that he can't do it. It's just not right.
I agree with you on that.
Yeah. That'd be like someone making a video game, like a video game podcast, and someone just taking that podcast, changing the video but not the audio, and then uploading it.
In that case, I would copyright strike.
That's the thing that I'm afraid of, is that you can't do that for two reasons. Is because the video is now not the same as yours. Like they have different video, and also
technically, yeah, you're using footage too.
Yeah, and also the content isn't yours. Like it's copyrighted. or even if it's not, like you can't claim that someone's taking your idea for a video if the content in your video is like other people's footage. So like if I make a sci-fi creatures music video and I upload it and then someone copies the same thing pretty much like their same idea, I can't tell them that they're copyrighting my video because technically my video is other people's footage.
Yeah, so you
So
can't
they
really
come after
claim
they probably come
copyright.
after me and not him or both of us.
Right.
So it wouldn't work. That's what pisses me off.
Unfortunately.
Uh,
Not to change subject, but this
Rambo.
scene in the movie.
Yeah, that's why I stopped talking.
Yeah.
Fucking awesome. He just comes up behind him.
Yeah. No, but right before that, when he's just whacking them with the stick, I cringe every time at that too. Like,
Yeah,
they
you
leave
wouldn't-
the big marks and everything after he hits them, and the fucking there he is.
This is like the best
Cuts
payback,
him
I
off
think.
with a machete.
So
Yeah.
But also, what was I gonna say? It was about this movie too. Can't remember. It's too awesome. Can't remember.
Right. No, but something else I wanted to comment on. The thing that happened to
Okay, go
the
ahead.
asshole British guy's leg earlier.
Oh yeah, I saw
That
that.
looked so painful. And then he sticks the stick in there. It's just like, oh.
Shit, I forgot again. Oh, when he was whacking them with the six, people might not think that might not hurt. It does.
Hurt like a fucking bitch.
And it hurts more if the stick is thinner.
Oh yeah, because it
'Cause
glides through the air quicker and it feels more like a
whip. It becomes like a whip.
yeah, essentially.
If it's a big stick, it would probably kill you first before it really started to hurt, like a whip would.
Oh yeah. I do love this scene. It's like wicked exciting action straight for like 10 minutes.
Do you know what I never got was why they made whips with chains or spikes like that? What's the purpose? You're gonna kill them.
If you're using it as a weapon to kill them. Like
Well,
my
yeah, if you're
man
using it as a-
Simon Belmont using his spiky chain whip will kill the vampires.
Yeah, but if you're using it to torture somebody, that's not gonna work.
There are probably ways of hitting people without
Like
killing them with
areas.
those to cause more pain. Yeah, I remember what Paul Kersey did.
Oh, the remake.
Yeah, this whole scene reminds me of a Call of Duty game.
You're not wrong. Although I never played Call of Duty, so I just imagine though. It looks like it's perfect for a video game. You hide behind a massive Gatling gun.
Yeah, that Rambo game from 2013 I keep talking about. I love how this is the one movie they don't.
Wait, sorry. This is the part where the guy kills the church guy kills the guy with a rock.
Yep. Which is like, yeah, you're a hypocrite.
Pretty much.
But like at the same time, it's like it's good that he realized, he has to take drastic measures.
Dude, but his reaction is totally accurate. Like you don't want to ever kill anybody, and then he just like breaks down.
Oh yeah, and then when you do, like you realize what you did, and then when the adrenaline wears off too, and you just like try to cope with yourself doing that.
This is almost this is almost the same exact ending as Rambo 3, except for it has a Gatling gun.
And it's even more exciting if you ask me.
Yeah, like the rebels coming and stuff.
Yeah.
Which I don't think they were totally needed because Rambo's almost done killing everybody.
Yeah, he doesn't need them because he has no mercy.
Unless the Gatling gun ran out of ammo.
True that.
Shoot behind me! Shoot behind me!
Behind me, behind me. No, the action in this movie is really like fucking spectacular.
Like
I think it actually has. Sorry, what?
It could have been super shaky and not. You might have not been able to see anything, but it's pretty clear.
Oh yeah, I think from worst to best action, I think it goes in order from the film's release dates.
Gunshot says, "I can't believe you guys are still live streaming. You guys pulling all night, or? Oh no, we stopped last night after part 3. We just picking up part 4 now. We're gonna probably be done around 10:30 or so, or 10. Let me see. Yeah, around 10:30, 10:45, we'll probably be done.
Yeah, we did. We decided to do a double feature last night,
Yeah.
and then we're already done with another
Out the
series.
trees.
Yeah,
Damn.
John's shot.
And like the effects are great.
Oh yeah, they're fucking fantastic.
Like I don't know what happened to the Expendables, but those blood effects are horrible.
Yeah, I completely like even the gunshots in Expendables. Like, I have a special effects package for my PC.
Oh wait, sorry, sorry. This is the part where the guy gets impaled with a machete.
Yeah,
Looking so satisfying. He doesn't just stop there; he slices his guts out too.
true that.
Fucking perfect.
Rambo just like chases him down, then
Yeah.
boom.
Oh, nice.
I
Nice
love
slice.
that.
His kidneys fall out.
Yeah, buddy.
I like how he kicks him and all the guts are still hanging out, so he's rolling down with his guts hanging out.
Right.
That's so awesome. I severed your gut line. He's got guts. Is that a gut or intestine on his knife, or is that just a string?
Hopefully an intestine.
Yeah.
I do think this is a very underrated film. Like, people look at it and they're just like, "Oh, it's just blood and guts everywhere." They tried to be really shocking. It's like they had a reason to be shocking. And if you judge it as a film, sure, the writing isn't perfect, but like it's so well made.
Yeah.
Michael, where are you, Michael?
Michael, come here, Michael. Oh,
Michael.
Michael, like Michael Myers. Michael.
Fucking Velociraptor going, Michael.
Alan.
And then this is, I guess, this is like Rambo's moment realizing, hey, I do like helping people.
Yeah.
Like the girl was saying earlier, there has to be something you enjoy or whatever. Michael.
It looks like he grew hair from the last time we saw him.
It actually kind of does. I can't believe this movie's already fucking over. It feels like it was 10 minutes long.
Well, we were talking for like most of the middle of it.
Yeah.
Like right when they attacked the village is when we started talking.
True. Rambo. The ripping out of the throat scene gets me every time because I just imagine what that feels like. I'm just like,
Yeah, now this is her. I think this is her realization that you can't help people that can't be helped.
Yeah, exactly.
He just waves like, "Hey,
Hi, I
thanks
did
for
do something."
Thanks for helping us, but you killed all these people."
No, but like he realizes too, you know, he realizes like sometimes stuff does have to get drastic, unfortunately, but it's never your fault. It's someone else's fault for rising to that level in the first place.
I think is a good spot to bring up a wrap around like the movie's doing. Like I like the religious people in this movie because they're not trying to go to drastic measures, but they have to. It's not like they want to because someone's opinion's different, you know?
Oh yeah, they're like, what choice do they have, you know?
Yeah, it could have been like, oh, we want to be drastic from the very get-go, but they don't.
Exactly.
I don't know why, but his hair just does not match his face in the scene.
No, it really doesn't. I'm glad I wasn't the only one thinking. Like Burke. He's back home. He's back home.
Yeah, is it Robert Rambo?
Light smirk.
Yeah.
I guess
Robert or Richard or something.
But yeah, Rambo 5. Okay, his hair just became straight. It was poofy like a second ago.
No, it was straight before.
Whatever. So Rambo 5, apparently the screenplay takes place right after that. Like it takes place at this moment.
Yeah.
When he goes in his house and his father's actually murdered and he finds out it's the cartel. so he helps hunt down the cartel to get revenge for his father.
Yeah,
I think that's fucking brilliant.
Yeah, I hope
So,
they
like,
really do it.
Yeah, like that's like an amazing idea for a Rambo fucking story.
Yeah, I like that's a ranch. Like, I hope if they ever do that movie, I hope they have the fight in this place, like a ranch fight.
Yeah, I would
They
like
take
it to
it
go.
back home.
I would like it to go full circle. Like they end off here after starting here.
Yeah.
What do you call it? I do like that he just lived in some ranch on Arizona because a lot of veterans, veterans are normal people. They just came from places around the world like this,
Yeah, they like to be isolated usually because of all the shit they had to go through.
Yeah. Or more
So,
like, I mean, like where they came from because this is where he grew up.
Yeah. It's always good to go back to where you start fresh,
Yeah. At the same, like, as brilliant as that story idea is, I also feel bad that he'll never catch a break.
Sure.
But, now is a good time for him to go home. Because, everyone forgot what he did in the past, I hope, right?
Yeah. Well, apparently he didn't. He had flashbacks.
True. What if he bumps into Teasel?
Oh my
Wouldn't that be
god.
awkward? Wouldn't that be awkward? I wonder, because Stallone's like in his 60s in this movie. I wonder how old he is in the film's plot.
Yeah.
And I wonder how old his dad is. His dad's probably like 3 seconds away from being 106, pretty much.
Do you want me to pick the next franchise, or do you want to pick it? Because I have a couple we could pick from.
Well, you chose Tremors, then I chose Rambo, so I guess you can choose the next one.
All right. I'm trying to find one that'll be easy for us. I want to do the Hills of Eyes series, but they're I don't know. They're kind of hard to get a hold of. Some of them. No, they're not hard to get a hold of.
Never heard of it.
You've never heard of them?
No.
Dude.
He's still walking.
They're horror movies. It's cannibals in the mountains, but they're really good movies.
Huh. That's pretty interesting.
Yeah,
Let's do Monsters Inc.
Or so we could either do the Hills of Eyes or Wrong Turn.
Oh, Hills Have Eyes. Okay, I have heard of that.
Okay.
I thought you said Hills of Eyes.
No, that'd be like me saying the porno spoof. The hills have thighs. It's real. It's real.
So I have heard of the Wrong Turn movies. Is there like a collection I can get?
No, but they have 6 of them.
Shit.
Let me see. Hold on. Well, I'll wrap this up here, then I'll look into it. But
okay.
Yeah. Do you have anything else you want to say about Rambo?
I think it's surprisingly super duper well made because I guess you wouldn't expect a new Rambo at the time to be good, but it's like definitely the second best.
Yeah.
It's so well made and everything.
Yeah, what would you give it out of 10?
Personally, like just for myself, how I like it, I would give it a 10 for myself. But as a film alone, I would probably give it like an 8.5 because some of the writing is pretty weak. Like I said, when they're on the boat and they're clearly yelling across the boat to each other and thinking he can't hear them.
Yeah. I'd probably give it like a 4 out of 5.
I agree with you there.
All right. So, as always, Lion Brian Gatto, host of Horror Show Entertainment. Make sure to check out my Facebook page in the description below, as well as check out Obscure Media's YouTube page in the description below. Ignore my poofy hair and to leave comments and to subscribe.